Alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D-Real coming at you with another Be Real with D-Real, where edutainment is what I do. All right, check it out, y'all. If you dig what a brother's shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket. Comment, like, subscribe, and share to the Be Real with D-Real page so that when new material comes out, you get first crack at it, like this right here. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Growing things, and they looking good. Now, what I'm going to go over with you guys today, let me just warn you in advance, it's not new. But it comes from a fairly reputable source, and I agree with about 99.999% of what's being said. What in the hell is D-Real talking about? This comes to us courtesy of the Geek Twins. Yay! All right, the story's dated 5/25 of this year. That was Wednesday. And of course, as you can read from the title, it is an op-ed piece. Let me say that in advance. 9 reasons Marvel should recast Black Panther. Now, I don't want to go over all of the rhetoric and stuff about, okay, Black Panther made $1 billion, bajillion dollars, Chadwick Boseman, greatest actor ever, so on and so forth. Let's just get to the gist of what's going down. Boom. The cultural legacy of Black Panther. The cultural legacy of Black Panther. Boseman wasn't familiar with Black Panther before the MCU. Ooh. In fact, it took someone else to introduce him to the comic book legend. While filming Gods of Egypt in 2014, he became close friends with one of the security guards. Charles Carter is a huge comic book fan. He talked with the actor about the character. Thank you, Charles Carter, for doing what I say people should do all the time. Just open up your mouth and talk about it. Carter asked them to leave a comic book from his collections for Boseman. He had them put the first issue of Black Panther in my trailer, his original issue of Black Panther from when he was a kid, and wrote a note in it that said, "You're going to get this role." Boseman later said, at this time, Marvel had developed plans to introduce Black Panther into their movies. So it was like the guard could see the future. Okay, he was filming Gods of Egypt in 2014. Civil War came out in 2016. And in 2014, Marvel, according to this op-ed piece, had developed plans to introduce the Black Panther into their movies. So more or less in terms of movies, kind of a last minute thing. Moving on. Boseman knew how important it was to have a prominent Black superhero. You don't know what you're missing if you haven't experienced it. People of African descent, most of us grew up accepting and loving Spider-Man. I still love Spider-Man. I still love the Incredible Hulk. I still love those characters that were white role models, superheroes, heroes, whatever you want to call it. You basically had no choice but to accept those. Are y'all beginning to understand? Okay. Spider-Man, Captain America, Iron Man, Star-Lord, Doctor Strange, the Hulk, She-Hulk, Moon Knight. You know what they all have in common? They are white. Let's look at how many prominent Black superheroes are in the MCU currently. War Machine, Falcon America, War Machine, Falcon America. The trauma of Boseman's death. Yes, his death was devastating. It felt like the loss of an icon, because it was. In his first appearance, Captain America Civil War's father died. In Black Panther, his second appearance, he appears to die when he's thrown off a waterfall. In his third appearance, he's destroyed by Thanos in the snap. In his fourth appearance in Avengers Endgame, he comes back to life. So audiences have watched him die twice already and grieves him along with the characters in the movie. Then we have to feel the pain of Chadwick Boseman's real life death. How come these intelligent gentlemen can see that? How come a lot of content providers can see that, but for some strange reason, Marvel Studios, Ryan Coogler, Nate Moore, Kevin Feige, they can't see that. Marvel likes recasting. Boom, look at that right there with the picture. Boom, Ed Norton, Mark Ruffalo. And before Mark Ruffalo, it was Eric Bana. Man, come on, y'all. You telling me you can't recast that role? And then they go into the Terrence Howard playing James Rhodes. He was replaced by Don Cheadle. Gerard Sanders played Howard Stark, Tony's father, in Iron Man. He was replaced by John Slattery in Iron Man 2. And Dominic Cooper plays a young Howard Stark in Captain America, the First Avenger. You see what I'm saying? It isn't like they can't. And here, I think I find this very interesting. Another actor will play T'Challa differently, but that's not a bad thing. The comic book version of Black Panther is very different from Boseman's interpretation. In the comics, T'Challa is cold and duplicitous. He sometimes uses threats and violence to manipulate people. The king of Wakanda does whatever is necessary to protect his people. He threatens to carve a man's heart like a roast. Okay? Why couldn't someone play T'Challa like Christopher Priest's version of Black Panther versus Jack Kirby's happy-go-lucky version? A decision, but man, if they don't stop all this stuff we've been saying all of this time, boom, 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 bam, boom, 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 freaking boom. A decision based on emotion. Chadwick Boseman was an accomplished actor. He was a kind and wonderful man. Ryan Coogler was deeply moved by Boseman on and off screen. They became good friends. So when his death was announced so suddenly, he was deeply affected. It was probably hard to imagine guiding another actor through the performance. The star of 42 played Black Panther with power and grace. He was immediately accepted. The King of Wakanda was once a B-level hero. Now he's one of the most beloved superheroes in the world. Really? Coogler can't imagine anyone else playing the role, but is that decision based on professionalism or emotion? Shit, emotion. Is it really impossible for anyone else to play Black Panther? No, hell no. Or is he just trying to avoid replacing his beloved friend? Maybe. The commitment to not recast Black Panther was a clearly thought out move. It was made in the heat of the the commitment not to recast Black Panther, wasn't a clearly thought out move. Amen. It was made in the heat of the moment. It didn't take days or hours. It took minutes. Man, you know what? I'm just gonna speed through this because every single thing they're saying is shit I done said or that you done heard already. Many Black Panther stories left to be told. You've heard that from me before. You've heard that from me several freaking times. Look at all of and right up there across the top, Panther's Rage. Perhaps arguably the greatest Black Panther story ever told. Don McGregor, Billy Graham, Klaus Janson. Man, if you ain't read Panther's Rage, you ain't a Black Panther fan. Go get it. It's in trade paperback form. You need to read Panther. It is visually and story-wise extremely moving. Character Black Panther, tons of stories. We ain't even told that story in Fantastic Four 52. We ain't even told that story of him marrying Storm. We ain't even told that story of the intergalactic empire of Wakanda. We ain't even told, man, too many. Too many stories to tell. Recasting an actor would not be a bad thing. Variants exist. Y'all already know, bruh. Look. We just don't want to see 3 or 4 Black Panthers running around. Gee, I wonder why. Duh. Oh, but they said this right here. I think I read somewhere somebody anti-recaster said 60,000 is nothing compared to the millions and millions of fans that love the Black Panther franchise. Think about that for a second. Boseman look at the head, bruh. Boseman recognized Black Panther was bigger than him. Why don't the Minutemen recognize that? That image right there says everything that needs to be said. Boseman's brother wants Black Panther recast. If you ain't heard about Derek Boseman by now, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. You just ain't about that life. That's all I can say. Bruh. What else needs to be said that hasn't been said already, that wasn't reiterated in this op-ed piece? How about this? Let's do something different today. I feel kind of debaty. Debate me about why you think Black Panther should not be recast, and don't use any other material in this video, and see how far you get. Drop it in the comments. Hey yo, and as always, y'all can you can drop the usual comment, like, subscribe, share. Thanks, D. Appreciate it. All that. Appreciate y'all for appreciating me. Look here. I'll be coming at y'all with another one of them other ones. And until I do, yeah, y'all be good. Good to each other.